Oh, hi, cat mom. The cat mom, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I know it's been waiting a little bit. I was also tired earlier, so and I guess maybe I had something when I have something to eat, it was a little bit got a little more energy, so I hope you're having a good day today. And it's almost, tomorrow, so let me look at my things here. Let me see if I have anything to run or to Hi. Aw. How are you? It's good to see you. I've been here. I think it's been like I was trying to calculate it with my husband. I think the last show that I had was on the 12th, January 12th. So like I've been doing shows like once a week, and I took like 2 weeks off because I I need a little more inspiration. So like I haven't been crocheting this week. So, things like that. And it's been busy beginning of the year. But I've been, hanging out, chatting with people, trying to catch everybody's shows. I like to chat and let's see. I'm going to run some flash sales here. I just got to check the times. Okay, this one. I don't know if I'm going to stay too long. It just depends on what's going on here and um, if anyone's interested, I can pull out my beanies because I know some people are in super cold weather. um, So I'm just trying to grab some things to like stick on the screens, so everybody can look like I'm doing something here. Let's see. I have this one that I need to run the flash sale. I think everything is running in a flash sale for an hour, so I have some things available. So I'm just gonna run all these flash sales. So here's some keychains. Hopefully, I'll figure out where they are. They might be on the table somewhere. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I hope everything went well with your move. And hope you are you renting and, you're all settled in and everything? I got a lot of things here, little things. Let's see. Run this little sale. That's a short one. That one I didn't get to fix. I need to fix it once it runs out. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm sure that's definitely a stress in itself trying to get everything together and um, making sure you have everything and then having to unpack everything. That's just a whole stress in itself. So over the past like few months, this is the things that I've been making. So, ooh, that sounds nice. So let me see if I have that. Yeah, I do have that one. Like I have these. I didn't make too many Christmas ornaments last year. I made these, and I have them as a set. Let's see, like this one. See, so it's in the buy now. So it's a set of 5 um, star ornaments, or you can use them, to hang wherever you want as a card hanger, or you can make really big earrings with these things would be pretty big. Like I'm trying to look. Let's see. I have and I took off my earring, so like if we yes, thank you. Those are pretty popular because I can make the heart keychains in any color. So just like and this like a very boho style. And I have been putting like a bead on it like this, but then I would have to ship it regular and not in because I did a plain white envelope, and one time I got it sent back to me and saying it needs a different um, uh, it needs a more grand transport instead of plain white envelope, even though I can fit in there. So I mean, I could send these in the envelope without the bead. So that's what I did to the last person I sent it to. I was like, you can, I know they had their own beads, so I said you can put whatever bead you want. And just with something with a big hole. And so I have like black and white. So and I have a neutral color one. I think I have to make another. Let me pull this up here. And I can make a purple one. I had a few purple ones that sold, so I need to make another purple one, those kind of things. So those are the boho. And I like it too. Especially this one I mixed it with two different colors, so it could be a double-sided keychain. And the variegated yarn that is kind of odd sometimes if you make one and it doesn't fit great, it's good to use on little projects like this, so you can get some kind of cool design with it. It looks a little different. I don't know. This one's a cotton one, so it's bigger than the acrylic ones. So I always have a lot of variety, so I say so a lot. It's okay. Let me see if I'm going to look at more flash sales. I got to put the other one back. I like the flash sales, but I don't at the same time because you got to adjust them and make sure they're running properly. Once they run, they're fine, but let's see. Okay, so these are the stars. If you wanted to specify. So I made these, so for the future, I'm gonna, like, for ornaments, I would make them in a set instead of, I used to sell them or give them as giveaways, like one at a time, so I might have sold another 5 separately. And I do have some kits here that I have on flash sale. Some yarn kits. Just trying to get everything running here. Okay, so I have some flash sales and some stickers. Depends on who you want to just hang around and chat, or I can show some things as well. These are snowflakes that I made actually in December. So they were ornaments, but I didn't make too many of them. So because I had different types, and I think I did a demo on this. It's more like a modified demo because I just realized I feel like I messed up something there. I missed a stitch. That's funny. That's what happens when I try to crochet and I missed a stitch. Something weird about it. Something's missing right here. If I crochet when I'm tired, something gets missed. I just realized it. Well, maybe this will be the bottom. So that's what happens. So, and depending on the material, I think this was like a vintage wool yarn, very thin. And this is I want to say it was like Simply Soft, So Soft, one of those. So it has a little bit of metallic look to it, but me see. I'm gonna get this out of the way here, and unpin this. But you can, anybody can look in my bin. So I also made these, a couple of these, and they're ornament stockings that you can hang on the tree and put a little gift or some candy, a little something in there. I always show the bigger one too, the bigger stocking that I made. It's a little bigger and it could fit like a gift card. And this I made years ago too, so it's a little different. And I feel like I need to change the top of this because I like continued it up. So this is the correct side and this is the wrong side. So you can see a little bit of a difference. But I really like this yarn and I hope I can find more of it. I didn't even have a name. I just like the way the stitches look with the yarn. So these are always, I think these are always going to be kind of in my shows throughout the year. So it's good, kind of like little mementos for either for babies, for their first Christmas. You can put a little, I could also put a name on it. Why not, you know, like a monogram it, or I would sew the stitches on there. Unless like trying to think of a different way, because you can get like the patches with the letters, and if it's a short name you can put it on there. But and then these are my keychains that don't have keychains, but I have more keychains. So, and I have more of this yarn. See, this is the yarn I used on this side, and I had a little bit of this blue because I used scrap yarn to make a lot of these things, just for fun, because I don't want to buy more yarn, but on Whatnot I buy more yarn. That's what happens. I got this purple. Let's see what else we got. I just want to show some things and hang out, but not too long. I have some beanies in my auction that I can show if anyone's interested in looking. Eventually, I'm gonna adjust everything, and because I've lowered the prices on some things, but then I'm gonna refresh everything. Really, I gotta make some new things, so just kind of like refresh my inventory, or kind of follow up with ideas I had. Welcome in. Hello. I'm just chatting about things in the bin that I have, but it needs a refresh. So it's kind of like, get it while it's here before I decide to either give it as a donation or unravel it and use the yarn for something else, pretty much. Or some of the hats that I made, I feel like it needs to be remade because I made it like 10 or 15 years ago. It's been a while. So I've had those for a little while. I need to make some more of these headbands. This is another the heart keychains that I already sold one of these, so I have enough yarn to make plenty of these. So it's got the browns and the beiges. It kind of matches the black and whites of this one, but it's acrylic, so I have those things to make. Got the pumpkin koozie, aka also can be the apple koozie. And if I make this red, And in one of my bags, I always talk about it. One of my bags, I have the red one that just needs a top. It just needs the top of the little green on top. And I can show it if I find it. I would show it if I knew where it was. So, and I have at least 4. Look at this. A purple. And I don't know which purple I like more. I think I like this purple more than that purple. It's a little too, I don't know what it is with that one. I like the plum purple kind than anything else. But in one of these bags, I have already. I am a lucky. I am a winner right now. So I have this red one that I need to put the green on the top like this. Or maybe, so, and yeah, I was going to put a leaf on it like that and make it like, look like an apple. It can be for a teacher. So I found it. I'm happy. I might add some, a little more rows up here. I like these are crochet koozies, so I like my koozies a little bit longer. So I'm just chatting and discussing if anyone's interested in my conversation. Anybody wants to chat along. I'm also streaming on YouTube. I have pretty much all my shows posted there, multi-streaming. It's a lot of fun. Let me see how many I have. 103. Wow. I have at least 100 shows on my YouTube that are like kind of saving my shows here. Yeah. And so I have it. Let me see. I'm running it live. Hi, YouTube. I just wanted to say hello. Shout out to my YouTube people. I put a little thing in the chat there. Sometimes I don't get to see the YouTube chat. Just because if I'm busy doing something, I don't get a chance to look, but I got a chance to glance at it, so let's see. My video's still going, so that's good. I'm always showing my heart keychain, especially I got to make some pink ones. Some of those soft pinks and purples. I don't know. There's always a question of, to me, of like, I'm always looking for things to make for men too. I don't want to leave them out. I have a lot of girly things, or I try to make my hats unisex too. But I have to show them what it looks like, so I would have to make a blue one or a green one or a gray one or a brown one, a little more neutral. So I think that's something that I'm going to be catching up with, making more neutral looking items. So yeah, this is my hobby really. I really enjoyed this, but at the same time I get stuck sometimes. So I like to look at all the free patterns and watch all the videos of well, I've been watching more actually. I've been watching more paper crafting videos. I have, there's so many ideas for that, and I love reusing and repurposing things. So that's one of my favorites. That's why I also like to repurpose scrap yarn, little balls of yarn in different colors. Oh, this is a good color to make a keychain out of too. A little bit of a, not like soft pink, but it's a darker pink. And I also have some various books, crafting books, activity books. I bought some more. I found some more like coloring books. I found a second copy of this. I had a Golden Girls coloring book that somebody purchased, and I liked, showing it. So hopefully I'm gonna put that on one day. I'm just pinning something so then to see if anyone's gonna pop in and if anyone's interested in something. These, I'll keep showing things though. This is I don't have too much chunky yarn, but I think I might have had a ball of this yarn, and it was like a pop of colors, fun thing. A little bit neutral, a little bit poppy of like, I call it like sprinkles of color. And this is, and they're kind of like, coming out of the pack, So that's kind of cool. Like I've seen the crochet or knit sweaters that have strings hanging out of it. So I think of those, and I'm just like, if I just don't weave in my ends, maybe that will make it look more interesting. I don't know. I don't make as many sweaters either, just because number one, I'm in Florida, and number two, it's just, so it's just, except this month, it's, it's always warm. This has been a lot colder for us, and it gets to the 30s here, but by the water, it feels like 20 something, but I'm not complaining. I'm so sorry about all the ice and any issues people had with the weather. I'm sure that's difficult, and I hope everybody's okay. So these are the chunky beanies, and they're two different kinds. So this one has the brown on the bottom, and then the beige and the white with some speckles. Trying to remember, this one is a little taller. It's got the opposite, so the chocolate, I call it the ice cream, so it's like a chocolate on top and a vanilla cream and beige. I think I even had some like extra piece, so I was crocheting and I was like, oh, I need some more, so like I grabbed the excess of this and like added, so this kind of lines back and forth made that interesting. So I think this is a little more fitted because it's a little taller too, and this one's a little more, it's a little softer, so shorter and rounder. And I do like I like the inside too, if you want to wear it this way, however you like it. If you like the wearing it outside look, that's interesting. I'm just going to run, and these prices are going down because it's kind of like it's getting to the wire. I had these crochet things for a while, so you can roll up the edge a little bit. It's a little short, so not my preference, but at the same time it's either one or the other. So I'll keep this as long as anyone's interested. You can see it's this is a little bit longer than the other one, wider, so it could be more of a teen size versus an adult. So, and me trying it on right now will verify that. It could be like a mom and me beanie set. It's a little snug, so it might fit. It might be 22 inches versus this one is a good snug. So like one is like 21 inches and one is 22 inches. So I measure my hats by circumference. So the next thing I'm grabbing, because I don't know if this is actually in here, I have these little, I think I'm just going to maybe bundle these together. Let's do that then. I have these little um, newborn hats. I feel like this one's a little bit smaller, but they're both soft, and they're both actually made with the same pink. And this one I mixed a white with it, so it looks like a lighter yarn. Let me get from the inventory actually while I'm talking here. These are made actually by a loom, so it looks like the V is like a knitted, and it does like a knit and purl shape to it. Let me see, where did I put it? I think I just have to look up newborn, because I think I put it under that. So I had like these two girl, or these two pink ones, and I had a blue one. There we go. I'm just gonna edit it too. Let me put these in my shop because they're here. And in reality, when I had my newborn, I was trying to put my baby. Hi, welcome in. I've been just talking about this newborn hats. I'm going into my. I feel like I'm going into my archive listings and just like editing things, and so I'm putting this listing. You get 2 of these, so if anyone has a new baby, and if whatever color you want is pink, I could make in a different color customized. So I'm going to put 2 newborn beanies in pink. And I'm going to make this one. So this is for both. I'm just running it. Just running it, and for a little cool baby, and they grow so fast. That's the issue. That's the biggest issue I have. I made my child things, and then they grow up too fast and they don't fit. But I do have I made this little like knotted beanie for my son when he was a baby, but he didn't like hats at all, so that was the end of that. Like, he doesn't like things on his head. He just started putting like the hoodie on his head with this cold weather, so that was a win. It's like, yes, hoodies and hats keep your head warm when it's cold. Like, we don't get cold weather too much here, but he had to get used to that. Let's find out where these are. I'm just hanging out here and chatting sometimes to myself, but that's okay. I haven't done like a show in 2 weeks, so this is like, let's see. I'm gonna pin this one. These are the crochet crowns. And I do have, hi Wonderland. Thanks for stopping in. How are you? A yarn buddy with Hope Journey, of course, We're a bunch of yarn people. Yarnies. I know you're talking about your yarn stash, so you're doing good. I know it's a little more late for me than I'm used to. So, but hey, it's a Friday, tomorrow's a Saturday, I decided to jump on later. So I'm good though. I was talking about these crochet crowns. It can be made in any color. And newborn, toddler. The best size is like if anybody wanted a custom one, is to give me the circumference of their head. We get the size, Yes, initially I made a blue one for a friend's baby photos, and he was like laughing, and they took pictures in the park. It was actually my husband that was a photographer, so that's funny. My husband was a photographer, and I made a little crown hat for the baby, and he might have been a year old, and it was a little too big, but it's okay because I was like last minute doing this little crochet crown because I was like, I maybe I'll just make something for him and give it to them. So it was cute. So I kept it in mind, and the next idea, because I have adult sizes too. I can make them in adult sizes. So if somebody needs a birthday crown, or even I call these the ear warmers too, because they can cover your ears. They could be. Oh, that would be so cute. Yes. I think that was it that paper crown, and it was yellow, I want to say. So maybe I'll make different colors. That's a good idea. But yeah, that's the thing though. Like with things that we make, I show examples, but they could be made in any color. And these things like this are very quick to make. So just tell me what color you like, and I can always pick it out. So that's on flash sale. But I'm showing things. I'm flashing the sales. All right, now I'm gonna since I grabbed this next one, I have to kind of show it off here, but in a different way. Let's see. I have this next thing right here at the bottom of the screen. I think I'm going to change the price. I'm going to pin it though. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm going to change the price. So, yes, boho keychains. I'm reading the chat. Yes, I have. Here we go. This is the picture is examples of what I made in the past, and I was planning to make some more pinks, purples, because this one is double-sided, so it's a blue and seafoam green color. I have a second. I'm open to anything, and thank you for your suggestions. Yeah, this is like it's like a seafoam green with a blue, so it worked because I had a little bit of that color, and I was like, let me use it up, and I thought I could make one with just blue, and I was like, no, I don't. So I have like the little keychains pieces that I put on here too, and I put a bead on it, and I think so it's gonna be the regular shipping. So I have this blue one right now. But yeah, any color is available. Black, white, and gray. And, any excuse for going to the store but lately I've been shopping my stash and, looking on Whatnot. I've bought random yarn from people, so. Okay, that's perfect. No problem. I'm going to run it here. And I put the keychains in a special place on the table here. So I got some keychains, and I got my thank you stickers. Haha. No. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Hope Journey. I will send this to you and send a prayer with the weather and the post office. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll send it out. We'll keep it in prayer. That was one of the things I was most concerned about, is the weather and the post office, making sure that people are not in the snow and everything. Thank you. I appreciate it. So it's going to put the keychain. I'm going to put a bead on it too. I think since I can, ship it regular, I put it in like a poly, the foam bag, so with the bead. So, let me see what beads I do have. I have some beads here because my son was playing with these beads. I need to find a different bead. These are gray, and there's a little purple one, and I got some more somewhere. So I will find a proper bead because I have the like light and dark beads. So I will do that once I sort through all of my things here, right? Reorganize all the time. Reorganizing. And yeah, so like shifting my items over, trying to figure out new things to make, or new ways to sell things. That's always the work in progress that we do. Let's see, what else is there? I'm going to remove this one here. I'm going to pin it again just in case, because I don't know if there's... Okay, that one's okay. Hello, welcome in. People just pop in and out. Peekaboo. I was going to show this triangle, like a small short shawl that... Oh, yeah. It was about like 3 years ago, really, I think. And I don't know if I was a seller when I met you or if I was just a buyer. But I think it was 2023 or 25. So May, I want to say, but oh yeah, okay. So I've been here long. I've been here longer trying to like find my way around. We're looking for our way around things. Learning the new processes and everything. Oh. My husband said my son has been playing with the beads. So, oh yeah. I try my best to help anybody that looks like you look like a nice person, you know. But I'm glad that I was able to help you. Thank you for telling me that and reminding me, because let me see. I'm going to show. Oh, I didn't even check my check my other cameras here. Let's see. Where am I? That's the question. Where did I go? Oh, well. Okay. I have this big triangular scarf that I had this big ball of yarn. And I didn't know what to do with it, but this is good for a scarf, a neckerchief, or it's hard to show, but especially on the table, but I'll make it a way to show it. One day I'll show it properly. Let's see. This is the example of the headband I have in the Buy Now. It's an example. Whoa, something zoomed in. My screen kind of zoomed in on itself. So this is the pin. This is 23. Got flash sale on this. Let's see. It says ear warmers. So it's very light ear warmer, so it could be more for fall weather than winter. Now that, you know, I can test it out with the weather. And some people don't prefer beanies to cover their whole full head, but I have this running on flash sale right now. I say 3 left. I have 1, and then if you pick another color, I can make one in the color that you prefer as well. So this is more of an example. think I made one of these for somebody else in this color, so I just made a second one for show, and it's pretty easy. It's like a um, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1 double crochet, that type of thing, or half double crochets. It's one of those I was gonna say bundles, you know. And it is very pretty. I love the texture of it. I don't know if it's like more like a tulip, or it looks a little bit like a V-stitch, but that's why I like it. And I haven't been able to show it because sometimes I don't find it, and now I did. I'm finding all the things I want to show. I have so many other neat things that I haven't listed yet. So like this is too close to the camera here, so I'm gonna do a little bit of this. This is an I-cord that I made also, but I made this bag. I was trying to make a kind of like a small backpack style, but I gave up and I just put a big strap on it. But I haven't taken a picture of it yet. And this is kind of like a peacoat stitch also. I really like the texture. And then just all the green. So I'm gonna maybe just show this again in March and maybe take this little doggy hair out of there. You know, for the St. Patrick's Day, or anybody that likes green. I have this little tag on there because I used to try to sell this at the market. So we put our little tags with prices on it, and I never took this off. It's been a little while. That's funny. All memories. We used to thank you so much for stopping in and for the chat. I appreciate you. And I'll see you at your show, of course. I'll jump on anytime I see you. Have a good night. So I have this little knotted string here. I love untying things. But this is from I bring my things into a coffee shop, a cafe. It's actually a tea place. Sorry. And they used to have a Christmas sale, so any handmade items, they had a display wall, and we can clip our handmade item in, and then we have to put a little label on it with the price and what our email and phone number is, and they make the sale for us, and they contact us to say, hey, you got some sales, you should pick up the amount. And they did it all for free for us, and it was so sweet. I don't think they did it this year. I didn't see anything, but I know 2024 they did it for December, and it's like a handmade market that they used to do in the winter time. So maybe next year they'll do it again. We'll have to ask. It's always fun to do something in person, so that's why we like these whatnot shows, because it's almost like you're being in person, but you can be at home when you don't want to be out. When you don't want to be in the cold weather selling things at a market, you can do a market, you know, right here in your home. So I'm just untying this little string. That was fun. So this is a sack bag that I made that wanted to be a backpack, and it could be now, maybe. I could just attach it, and would it be a backpack? It could be. I could attach it to the bottom. I get so many good ideas here. Whenever I go on I can just sew it in the middle, and there's the straps, and then it's what I wanted. And now I want to put a flap on top to cover, the opening. You don't want to keep it exposed, but I was excited when I made this I-cord too. And it's crocheted. I don't know, it's really cool. But you can just use a crochet hook and you can make an I-cord. It's really neat. It's pretty sturdy. I'll have to try it again. There's so many different projects always. If anyone has any last minute requests, hi Sissy. I'm just about to see if there's somebody else to go raid. But this is the Winter Wonderland Handmade Market. So it's for handmade, anything handmade. That we do a show on Fridays, so all the way through February, and it started in December, and we can sell anytime because I was gonna say, and we have fun here. I'm quoting YouTube. I don't know why there's so much hair. Oh, I know exactly why. So I made these turban style headbands. Let me share my little story. I have a picture of my dog, and I put it on him before. I put these little beads running away here. Whoops! There it goes. This little tiny basket I bought from Whatnot. Random. I made these turban ear warmers, and I was wearing the one that I have in my photo, and I put this on my dog. You can see it's a little fuzzy now. But this is also an example. It could be made in any color, but I put it on him. It's like, oh, it's a little scarf for my doggy. And it doesn't get in his way, and it's covering his name tag, and he had his harness on and they were ready to go outside, so I put this little thing on him, and it was so cute. So I might just relabel it as a doggy turban scarf. Doggy knot scarf. For a medium to large dog. I think he's a large dog, so it'd be for a large dog. Next time is a good time to do that. Let's see. I did stay until 12 o'clock. I'm surprised. I'm very proud of myself too, because I always think of doing a show and then I'm just like, I wish I had more time to do my crafting sometimes, and so maybe new ideas will come. Isidora is still on, so I'm gonna raid to her myself because I can, because that's what she's selling, because she can. Let me do that. She's gonna feel bad because she said that was gonna leave and eat, so she needs to eat, so I'm telling her to go. The next person that's gonna be on is at 12:30, so either she waits then. Maybe she's having lots of fun, so I'm gonna raid over to her. Thank you so much for stopping in. Next time I'll do a crochet chat when I'm actually crocheting and not showing some things, and maybe I'll have something new. And thank you, YouTube. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.